Started the year out pretty energized, and then all of a sudden I realized I was kind of tired. I'm not usually tired, and I've noticed that I even want to just sleep longer and cocoon, and part of that is winter. But what's really happening, and I've noticed, is that I'm in a phase of integration after a long season, probably about 7 months of holding. And for all of you sensitives out there and empaths, I think you know what I mean when I say holding. Vigilance is the best word, I would say. It's not, you don't really know you're doing it. It's kind of a safety mechanism to keep yourself safe, and it's not bad at all. But sometimes when we're in that long phase of holding, we don't realize how much energy it is causing us. I noticed even in the fall, I was running a lot and had a lot of energy. And now that I am feeling safer, I just want to sleep. I drive through the city and I'm calm. I'm not anxious anymore, which is an amazing feeling. I'm not happier or sadder, but a long season of trying to hold things together and now just really integrating this new phase of trust. And it's funny because sometimes my old brain wants to stress about the things I used to stress about, and yet there's like a block there saying, You're not going to do that." So what does that look like when you know that in your body, when you know you're coming out of a holding pattern and starting to really rest? You're just a little extra tender, I would call it, and a little sensitive, a little cautious about where you're putting your energy because your body's asking for recalibration, some deeper nights of sleep, some go to bed earlys, which I've been doing and I've never done before. Sometimes it's like tender spots on the body that are just cycling through the lymph and the physiological part of holding stress. So this morning I woke up with a little tender spot on my heel. It's nothing, it's just I have a little inflammation, part of everything just moving through. So it's like your system feels quiet enough to feel what's been there. Your body's asking for recalibration. Your body says, hey, did you forget about me? This is what we need. So I'm here today to talk to you about what that looks like and how you can feel like it's okay to give yourself permission to just let it integrate through. Some of you might feel like this feeling you're experiencing is burnout. Uh, but I'm going to tell you that it probably isn't. It more feels like landing, like you're kind of coming home to your own self, right? And that's part of the awakening phase of integration when you're no longer anxious, the dark night of the soul is gone, and suddenly there's this, oh, I need to sleep. But part of that is just feeling this calmness. So something that we get stuck on is rushing the clarity. I meditate, it'll come. If I journal, it'll come. And I'm just here to say that sometimes it's okay to just week by week, just kind of listen, but don't rush the clarity. The clarity will come. And sometimes these phases last longer than we want them to, and our impatience can get in the way. It's okay to watch TV a little longer in the winter. It's okay to just read a book and relax. But just know that your body is integrating something big, especially if you're coming out of a phase of holding, survival, nervousness, maybe being around people you didn't feel safe around or calm. And then afterwards, you're just like, oh, I'm finally alone. So personally for me, why I was holding was something that completely surprised me. I spent the last year, the first 6 months, very solo and doing my personal work. And then I met someone and fell deeply in love. And the falling in love was so brilliant and beautiful. And for a highly sensitive person like myself, not only was it exhilarating and lovely and energizing, it was also creating a little, red flag in my nervous system to, is this safe? Is this someone I can trust? My nervous system was just trying to see if it was safe. He and I got to a point where it's so comfortable now and it's becoming more co-regulation instead of regulating together and then separate. And now my body feels so safe next to him and him as well to me that I'm integrating that feeling into deep rest and coherence. Sometimes when our bodies and our lives are experiencing something, we don't always know the undercurrent of, not in a negative way, but a price that we're paying for experiencing something new. Could be a new job, could be a new baby, could be a new relationship, could be moving, could be traveling even, could be anything. Anything that's new. It's like our bodies crave novelty, yet they take a while to feel safe sometimes, especially for empaths and highly sensitive people. So if you are a highly sensitive person, give yourself some grace. Every new experience for a highly sensitive person can also be exhausting. We crave it, we want ourselves to grow with it, yet we also pay a different price than, say, an extrovert or someone who craves stimulation. So give yourself that time to integrate. Now that we're co-regulating, we can sleep next to each other, it feels safe, feels trusting. I still need that time, but in a different way, in a way that feels secure, in a way that feels trusting, not holding. The vigilance of the new part has dropped. Integration, downshifting. Downshifting can happen at any point in your life. You know, when you're coming out of something, when you're healing something, when you're experiencing something new and then it starts to calm. So downshifting and integration, I think, are some things that people don't really talk about. It's kind of a boring phase, to be honest. It's not very dramatic, yet if you're sensitive, you're gonna notice that things are happening that are different. And give yourself grace for this, because downshifting integration, it's an important phase. When you come out of that, you have integrated a deeper level of trust with yourself. You've integrated a deeper level nervous system regulation in your body and in your journey. And then you can operate in a more trusting way, in a more confident way. So this phase is really integral, and yet we don't have a lot of patience for it. You know, we're wired to go and experience and challenge ourselves. The integration phase is also there to grow you. So take this video as a companion, that you're not broken, there's nothing wrong with you, you're not getting sick, you're just integrating your nervous system to be a more calm, integrated you. So I hope this helped, and I hope that you find some peace in your integration, your deep rest, and know that this is just another chapter. Namaste.